Welcome to the first video of a series on Michael Chekhov. So this just outlines some of the key principles of Chekhov technique that we will then be having a look at through a series of practice videos that will enable you to work on your own or at home to develop a sensitivity to the kind of psychophysical practices that Chekhov is talking about. Chapter 1 of To the Actor puts us in touch with the fundamentals of Chekhov's technique and the fundamentals, in fact, of what it is to be an actor. Chekhov observes that we should treat the body as an instrument, and the difference between an actor and a musician is that the instrument is the actor. And a musician doesn't carry their piano around with them all day, batter it through their daily lives, take it out drinking, let it get depressed. It's kept in perfect condition, it's oiled, it's tuned to maintain concert pitch. Whereas our bodies, we drag through our lives. We have down periods, we have days when we eat the wrong things, we have days when we're not feeling fit, we can be ill. And so to constantly be working on the body is a specific imperative that Chekhov talks about. But also our culture tends to keep us trapped in the mind and separate that from the body itself. And this goes radically against Chekhov and Stanislavski's notion of the psychophysical in acting. An actor needs to tune into the relationship between the key three elements that make up the psychophysical. That is the inner life, the dreams, the memories, the thoughts of the actor and the character. The body, the physicality of the body and its sensitivity to impulses from the inner life, and our relation to the external world, to space itself, to the way that we inhabit the environment, to space, to our relationships with objects, to our relationships with other people. There are actors who can feel their roles deeply, but who cannot necessarily bring that feeling to bear in the body. There are also those who have relaxed, flexible bodies, but can't always unite that physicality with their inner life and the inner life of the character they're portraying. So Chekhov work developed alongside and within, to some extent, Stanislavski's system, and in many ways they are complementary. For example, we may need to play an action, but in order to do so, we need the three elements necessary to Stanislavski and Chekhov's work to be in tune. The physical body can be divided into a series of expressive centers, the head and shoulders, the upper torso and arms, the main torso, and the hips to the feet. Sometimes you might wonder how to express a variety of different aspects of the inner life of a character. Well, simply, if the head is trying to tell the truth while the hands are lying, we already have more complexity in a moment than just behaving as one complete block. What if the head leans in while the torso contracts? Or vice versa. The body's there, but the head is moving away. The hands are inward. The head is inward. Everything's contracted. Or everything's expansive. What if the head is floating, lifting from the body? The rest of the body has sort of downward energy. The other way around. The body is up and the head's down. Now, when I do that, I feel a kind of optimism here, which can be expressed sort of this, and I feel a sort of negativity, a sort of reluctance in the head pulling me back, which can go straight into the body, and I can dig further into that. And so this is the next element, that these movements in the body, if we are sensitive in the right way, will instigate feeling in us. It's very difficult to be sad when your arms are open and your face is looking up. You may feel sadness, but even if you're feeling depressed now and you do this, you'll feel, if you're sensitive, and you are because you're an actor, you'll feel a contrast, a conflict in the body between the desire to be open, the openness, and the desire not to be. So perhaps then something closes, the shoulders close in to reflect that, and the hands are out. So this is a person who's expected to be happy, but maybe they're not. Or even when they're happy, there's this background of kind of suffering, you know. So then we can see how the psychophysical elements of the inner world, the external world, and the body itself start to impact on each other. We start from one to another. But all the time in Chekhov's work, it is about movement. It is about dynamism. So just as Stanislavski talks about action and physical actions and bits of action creating a sensation and creating an emotional relationship, Chekhov talks also about movement in every level.